What's up, guys? Pachata Rockstar here once again. Star Realms replay. We're gonna keep doing them. Um, Sorry, they've been coming out kind of randomly. Just been kind of busy. I originally said I was gonna do one a day. More like one a week is my new goal. But here we go. I got a game versus Covax here, and whoo damn, I play some good ones, man. There are some freaking crazy games, and this is one of those crazy games. Let's take a look. Let's go in. Alrighty, here we go. So, first things first, he's got 2 trade. He's probably going Skiff Swarmer here, right? I like this play better than I like just getting an Explorer. It allows, you get trade, and you get trade row control. Now, Explorers are great because you can scrap them, which I love. I love the scrappability of Explorers, and I think it's a lot stronger than people give it credit for. But in this case, there's some things to try to shoot for, right? Stealth Tower looks pretty good. Gunship. Gunship is worth kind of going after. And by buying 2 1-drops, you're potentially flipping bigger cards. So I like the idea in Solar Skiff. Also remember, according to my opponent, right, I'm going second. I potentially have up to 5 trade. There's nothing he can do about that, right? So he's going to have to concede some of the bigger cards. That being said, by getting the Swarmer, it might allow you to get rid of those bigger cards, and hopefully you can pick up some other cards yourself coming up. So I like this play. I think it's good. And it's a nice setup. And immediately, notice what flips. Boom. Fed Battleship. So in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, I need to do one of either 2 things. Either I need to get Fed Battleship, or maybe form a base deck. So I've only got 3 trade, which is unfortunate. If I had 4 trade, I think I would have almost certainly grabbed the gunship and gone for the Fed Battleship. But because I only have 3, I have 2 choices, like I said. Cargo Pod or Integration Port. And so, because my opponent only has the Swarmer, the likelihood of him getting 5 damage is pretty low. So my thinking is, I can pick up Integration Port. Then I'm going to have 5 trade later. Hopefully, my opponent won't get 5 trade and won't be able to get the Stealth Tower, and I'll be able to double up on 2 really nice bases, and then just already have a nice base wall set up, and then I can combo the 2 and get 2 trade on each of those, and I think that'll be better than getting just a cargo pod. So that's kind of my thought process here. Whether that's correct or not, again, the Fed Battleship being out there maybe should lead me towards going cargo pod, gunship, or cargo pod, stealth tower. You know, there's some thoughts to be made here. But if you're going to go base, you might as well go base early, and you might as well go base now. So that's kind of my process there. Oh, and I flip another one. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, man. I'm excited. So he picks up Gunship, which is great, right? Gunship allows you to get the Fed Battleship, it gives you damage, etc., etc. This is fine. So me getting Integration Port kind of prompts the purchase of the Gunship over, say, a Cargo Pod or, say, a Stealth Tower. Well, he can't buy a Stealth Tower, but... so, like, you could make an argument to buy the Integration Port away from me, but getting Gunship is better because it's dual purpose, right? It gives you an opportunity to get the Fed Battleship, and it kills the base. So, I like this play. Yours truly, since we're going base, and it's better to get the Stealth Tower than it is to get the Integration Port. The likelihood of flipping bases is good, and being able to combo 2 is really great. Stealth Tower has a lot more potential than Integration Port does. Integration Port's potential is capped, right? Like, it can only be that good, whereas Stealth Tower could potentially become a Transit Nexus, for instance. Maybe we pick that up. Maybe I pick up second Integration Port. Who knows? Stealth Tower has a lot more potential, so it's definitely the play. Plus, I don't want to risk my opponent getting it now that he's cycled and you know, potentially could draw it. Better to buy it now than let my opponent get it, right? And so here my opponent, I think, makes a little bit of a mistake. I bought Stealth Tower. I bought Integration Port. I'm going base. Why don't you get Integration Port? Yes, I realize you're going for Federation Battleship. But the likelihood of you not getting it when you have a gunship is pretty darn low. Like, I actually think the better play here is to go Integration Port Trade Raft than just to go in Cargo Pod Trade Raft. Oh, look at this. Wow, look at all this trade. Oh, awesome. And he gets 2 blue draw cards. So if they combo together, he's definitely getting Fed Battleship. Oh, this is... He's going all in, right? He's going all in for trade. He's going to say, I'm going to get Transit Nexus. I'm going to get Fed Battleship. That's the plan. And I think it's a good plan. Like, I like it. So we have only one play because, again, we only drew 4 trade. But, hey, we've got 3 bases. And 2 of them are integration ports. One of them's a stealth tower. This is fine. He doesn't actually have that much damage, if you remember. So he's going to have to acquire damage, which means the likelihood of our bases sitting out there is pretty good. Oh, quite unfortunate. Look at this. Draws the Swarmer and the gunship together. Only a 6 trade. Cannot pick up Fed Battleship. Cannot pick up Moon. Cannot pick up Transit Nexus. This is actually really good for us. We luck out. It's going to be another cycle before he picks any of them up. So this is going to allow us to potentially come back in this game. Unfortunately, we have to scrap, which sucks. So I noticed that there's a lot of big stuff out there. Getting the Explorer is fine. And you know what? This might live. It might live for a while. Ooh, we can pick up integration port. Come on, triple combo. Yes! Yes! Oh, we're fucking excited. He picks up Customs Frigate, which sucks, which means he's almost guaranteed to get at least 7 drop, maybe an 8 drop. But hey, you know what? It's alright. It's alright, because we got Mega Combo coming. And then I pick up Stellar Ray. Again, this is a little bit unfortunate in the sense that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's all I got. It's all I can afford. So I'm not buying it because I like the card and I think it's a good play. I'm buying it because it's kind of the only thing out there and it's better than just loading up on Explorers. It is a card draw. Again, everything's 7s and 8s. So, I mean, this is the plan, right? Like, this is what we're trying to do. And flip to Outland Station. Maybe I picked that up. I don't know. I'm not really, like, furthering myself towards winning the game, though. So I'm going to have to get lucky again to get something. Ooh, hey, look at this. 5, 6, okay. And my opponent grabs the Moonworm. It's tough. I think in a vacuum, Moonworm is actually the worst out of these 3. Like, I'd rather have the Mega Hauler, because then I could get the Mega Hauler to get the Moonworm and get the Fed Battleship, right? Like, that's kind of the thinking. Fed Battleship is better, 5 damage, 5 healing, and a card draw. Like, I would, in a vacuum, I would want that over Moonworm. It's a 10-point swing versus an 8-point swing. The problem is, though, I've got 3 fairly big outpost bases, and he needs to get through them somehow. So, like I said, I think in a vacuum, I would rather have some of the other cards, but Moonworm is such a good card. Like, it's a card that you need to have in order to try to bust through some of the bases that I got out there. So I actually do like this play. Oh, hey, look, and he gets enough. Oh, and he flips a Plasma Vent. Oh, that sucks. He could have gotten that. Oh, and he manages to kill 2 bases. Holy crap. Phone, I thought I put you on silent. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So this presents a conundrum for us. Like, I think I may not make this buy if he doesn't have those 2 greens, right? Yeah, he already played them. but the potential for Plasma Vent to go off and for him to put it directly in the hand is really high. So I don't think I can let him do that. And also, it helps our deck. You know, obviously we're going bases, um, but it also allows us to set up outposts and then hide the plasma vent behind it. So he has to go through the outposts in order to get to the plasma vent. So again, the likelihood of our bases staying out there for multiple turns is high, which means I'm going to get a lot of turns of plasma vent staying out there. So, you know, there's a cumulative effect here that I think is going to go work really well for us. So, plasma vent is pretty clear by here. And my opponent gets 7. So probably is going to go Fed Battleship here, is my guess. Because again, I think he wants the damage to try to bust through. But he's about to cycle, so I actually think Mega Hauler is the better play. Because then Mega Hauler can still potentially get Fed Battleship. I don't have to have 7 here. Yeah, yeah. So, but he gets Fed Battleship anyway. That's fine. And I pick up Central Station, which is so good for a base deck. Oh my god. That thing is game breaking when you got a base deck set up. And scrap the Explorer because I don't need it. Okay, so technically we're behind on life. And he's picked up a 7-drop and a second 7-drop. But I still feel pretty good. I'm not necessarily that worried. Oh, whoa. See, and I think was prompted by the fact that I've been getting bases and he doesn't want me to have it. But the thing is, I have Stealth Tower. I actually think Mega Hauler might have been a better play. No, you know what? I take that back. Because notice, too, there's 4 bases out here. Mega Hauler can't grab bases. This is fine. I think this is fine. He's taking away the most problematic base. But I have Stealth Tower, so it's like I could copy the Transit Nexus at some point. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword. But he does manage to kill my base too, so and forces me to discard. Wow, that sucks. So I go with the Scrapper here instead of the Outland Station. Again, I'm trying to make my deck a base deck and make it as efficient as possible. And now I have a Scrapper and potentially 2 Scrappers with the Stealth Tower. We need to start getting our deck shrunk, so it's just like all bases and damage. But he's got really good cards. He's got 2 7s and an 8, right? The 7s both draw cards, so he can draw into the 8s, into the Transit Nexus pretty fast. So we kind of got to get lucky. All right. Oh, man. Look at this. Scraps the Incinerator. Yeah, I'm a base deck. He realizes, too, like, me scrapping is the way I'm going to win. Picks up the Cargo Rocket. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, draws the Cargo Rocket. Oh, wow, look at this. Buys the Cargo Craft. Why? What is the why? The Cargo Craft does nothing for you. How much trade do you have? How are you grabbing that? Oh, he's grabbing it with the Moonworm. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah, okay. Cargo Craft destroys the Stealth Tower, buys the Outland Station. Okay, that makes more sense. So, crazy play, right? I'm throwing away the Plasma Vent. Here's why. I'm trying to get 7 so I can get that Mega Hauler. Having the Plasma Vent out there doesn't help. Right? It does damage, sure. But I have a base that protects my face. I need the Mega Hauler. It's the only way I'm going to come back. So I have to try for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I have to try for it. If I keep it, I have to draw a two trade card in order to get Mega Hauler. It's the only way, right? Getting Ion Station doesn't help me. So this is a look. We got to do everything we possibly can to win this game because all of a sudden we're behind the 8 ball, right? Like I was feeling fine a couple of turns ago, but no longer. Now we're in desperation, and we draw it and we get it, and now we pray. 2 cards. Yes! Oh! And it lives. But then, oh no, he gets fucking... Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Not Union Cluster. Oh god. No. No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is horrible. And he gets a Stinger too. Okay, so he knows what's going on, right? Like he's just like, okay, I need to get damage. Like, I need to get damage. I need to keep these big bases away. So he's got 2 7-drops and 2 8-drops. We should not win this game. Scrap the Explorer. Yep, good. Good. He's making good plays. He's playing well. Like, we are desperate. Absolutely, we are desperate. And let's give Covax a ton of credit for having a game plan, right? I'm going to get trade. I'm going to get big cards. And I'm going to try to get the big drops. Like, that's his plan. And he's done it. So, thumbs up. All right, excuse me. So we pick up the conversion yard. We're just kind of hoping. We're wishing, hoping, thinking, and praying. Planning and dreaming. His kisses will start. That won't get you into his arms. And this is the game changer. Watch what happens. He destroys the base. He plays the Transit Nexus. He scraps the Outland Station. So he's digging for damage, right? He gets 12. And doesn't kill Central Station. He incorrectly assumed that there was no way I could win. So he was just going for the face. He also thought, I may not draw a lot of damage. I don't have a ton of damage left over. If I get him down to 1, I can probably punch through for the win. But the thing is, Central Station is deadly in a base deck. He absolutely should have killed it. So let's take a look at our hand here, right? So if we Stealth Needled the Transit Nexus, that would have brought us up to 6. And we would have had 5 plus 5. So we would have 16 effective. So keep that in mind. Let's watch on the next turn. Boom, boom. Card draw. Right? Blocker. Scraps. Boom. Copy Transit Nexus. Boom. Kills it. Draws Ion Station. Now we're set. We've got 10 health instead of 1. I've got 5, 5, and 4. I've got 24 HP effective now instead of 16. Buy another base. Why not? Ooh, Docker. Ooh, that'd be so sick for our deck. And then he draws like poop. So, was he right to go for the face instead of killing Central Station? I don't think so, but I understand why he did it. His thinking is pretty good here. He knows his deck, right? He knows that the potential for him to not have that much damage is there. He knows that he's going to have to draw really well on the next turn. Either way, by killing Central Station or not killing Central Station, he's going to have to draw kind of well. He knows that I have bases coming up. So it's sort of a gamble, right? He was just kind of gambling like, all right, maybe my opponent won't draw enough bases and I'll get, 10, 11 damage and I'll be able to punch through for the win. But now the wall is set up. All right. So he kills orbital platform. He buys the base. This is fine. He's keeping bases away from me. Not a problem. And this is when we just go fucking off. Freight raft because it docks, and then we draw it, and we play it. Oh, and then we copy Central Station, so we get to draw again. Conversion yard, scraps, boom. Boom, A-Trade, gets frickin' Citadel, gets captured outpost. Heals up to 27. Oh my god, it's fucking over, bro. What are you gonna do? Oh, and he draws poor again. He draws poor again. Oh, this is brutal for him. See, so I think he was actually really smart. You know, the more that I see the rest of his deck, he probably looked ahead and was like, ooh, I don't know if I have enough damage to get through. You know, maybe I'll just leave Central Station and take him down to 1. Like, it's fine. But remember, we were down to 1, man. Kills Conversion Yard, but we're still set. We still have 5/5/5 and a Central Station blocked. Oh, healing. Oh, God, Central Station again. Oh, heal, base. Oh, God. Ah, yes, get the damage. Oh, draw. Put them all on the deck, and then I get to draw it. Oh, I wish I got that. So, notice what happened here, right? So we bought we bought the Lancer, because he has bases, so we need to kill it. We need to think damage now. Right? Get the Fortress of Oblivion. It's a base. No problem. Convoy bot. More damage. More scrap. Yay. Outland Station. It's a base. Yay. Right? Imperial Smuggler. Card draw. So notice we're prioritizing it over scrap cards. Right? 3 scrap cards out there. We didn't buy a single one. Well, Fortress of Oblivion. Technically. But we're trying to cycle now. I'm trying to set up the biggest fucking wall possible. Draws a card, gets a scout, no problem. Gets the Needle Lancer for extra damage. Yep. Scraps for damage. Docks, we're ready to go. Oh, and draws all the damage. Oh, yeah. Yep. See, now he's trying to actually heal up. Now he's trying to protect himself. Alright, he's trying to buy damage. And then he has to scrap the orbital. Yeah. He's going to scrap this so he can get 4 more. Kill the Stealth Needle. But it doesn't matter because Central Station is still set up. Look at me. I'm throwing bases away. It's no big deal. Boom, Citadel. Boom, scrap. Boom, draw. Oh God. Oh yes. Oh God, yes. So we dock. Oh Jesus. Oh, it gets another base. Oh, bye-bye, Covax. Oh, Lord. This is fucking ridiculous. What, I have 8 bases in play now? Yeah, he just knows. He knows. It's over. So, when I first watched this game, I thought he made a clear mistake. I was like, he didn't kill Central Station. What a doofus. And the more I thought about it, and the more I looked at this game, you know, more in depth, in this broken down, an analytical fashion, right? The more I think he actually looked ahead, knew his deck, and said, I'm not winning otherwise. So, Covax, I think he actually played very well. And you just kind of got unlucky. You know, it's strange because I played a very high risk, high reward, not likely to actually succeed strategy. Right? Like, I put my odds of winning this game at about 33%, like 1 out of 3. You know, most of the time, Covax is going to draw enough damage, and he's just going to kill me. Right? He had a more aggressive deck. He took bases away from me. He bought big cards. He bought very impactful cards, but he didn't have a ton of scrap. And, you know, his deck was kind of bloated. He had a lot of cards that weren't really that impactful, so he was sort of at the mercy of luck and variance. And this is a problem when you buy a lot of trade cards in order to get a lot of big cards, is you need to also have a way to get rid of those shitty trade cards because, yeah, you have big impactful cards, but they're diluted. you're not able to get access to them. So then if your opponent can weather the storm and can get set up, they can counter you. And my strategy was not, I wasn't hiding it. It was pretty clearly there, and I thought he took a lot of good steps to try to counter it. He hate bought really well. He took bases away. He bought a lot of good damage, right? He prioritized damage over healing or trade. At a certain point in the game, once he could, but I got really lucky in a sense that I was able to get everything set up. And I managed to survive with that 1 HP. He gets one more Viper, this game's over. But when you're setting up a base deck, when you have Central Station, when you have bases that draw into more bases, this is the goal. Like, this is what I was trying to do. And something that people don't realize is bases, until they're killed, actually dilute themselves. Or not dilute, but remove themselves from your deck temporarily, right? So when you play a base, right, like it's in play, but it doesn't get shuffled in your discard pile. So you're more likely to draw into other cards. And then when it gets killed, it goes into your discard pile, but you still have your deck over here that's been thinned out because the bases are in play. They're not in your deck. So this actually illustrates why I calculate, like when I think about how heavy my deck is and how much like weight there's in my deck, a scout would have 1 weight, meaning it takes a card draw to actually draw a scout, play a scout, and then it goes away, right? Whereas the base, when you play it and when you draw it and play it, it stays in play. So on your next turn, you're not actually drawing the base. It's not taking up a draw in your discard pile yet. So I consider it half-weighted, 0.5. So even though my deck might seem bloated, my deck is actually significantly more efficient than his deck because I have bases that draw, right? And like I said, bases way less than a scout. So my deck was actually significantly more efficient than his deck. And it was also very significant because I was drawing into bases. So that was the plan. It almost didn't work, and I think very often it would not have worked. But I played to my outs, and that was the game plan that I was going for. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching this surprisingly long video. Didn't think it was going to go that long, but thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all later.